Welcome back to High Stakes. Elevate your betting game by hitting that subscribe button and ensure you never miss out on our daily content. Want exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join our Patreon. Links are waiting for you in the comment section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. In this non-conference clash between Buffalo and Penn State, the stage is set for a high-scoring affair. Buffalo, under coach George Halkovich in his second season, has made improvements from last year's disastrous 4-27 record. At 4-3 heading into this matchup, they've already matched their win total from the previous season. But even with victories over teams like Old Dominion, Fredonia State, and North Carolina A&T, they still find themselves in a tough spot. Their struggles were evident in losses to Notre Dame, Bryant, and Vermont, and despite a solid performance from Ryan Sabol, their defense remains a massive liability, ranking 347th in the country in adjusted efficiency. While Buffalo has made strides this season, their defense, ranking 347th in adjusted efficiency, will likely struggle to keep up with Penn State's potent offensive attack. Penn State, ranked 20th in adjusted tempo, will push the pace, and with Buffalo also playing at a faster clip, expect a game that flies past the total. The Nittany Lions are too strong offensively, and I anticipate a comfortable win where they cover the spread with ease. Prediction: Penn State Nittany Lions to cover. As for the total, both teams are adept at pushing the pace, and with Buffalo averaging 77.4 points per game, paired with Penn State's elite scoring, the over is the smart play. Also take the over. In this matchup between Elon and Penn, the Phoenix are coming off a gritty 69-63 win over Navy, where their offense was far from efficient, shooting just 31.3% from the field and 32.3% from three. Despite those struggles, they managed to find ways to score, with sophomore guard Nick Dorn leading the charge with 21 points. Defensively, Elon did a decent job containing Navy, holding them to 31.8% shooting overall and 25.8% from deep. While their offense is potent at times, averaging 78.8 points per game, their defense could use improvement, allowing 71.7 points per game so far. Both teams have had issues defensively, but Elon's ability to rebound the ball, averaging 40.7 total rebounds per game compared to Penn's 35.0, could be a deciding factor. Elon has been more consistent and effective on the boards, and that could help them control the pace and limit Penn's offensive opportunities. While both offenses have struggled at times, Elon's ability to generate scoring and their stronger rebounding efforts should give them the edge. Given Penn's defensive issues and slower tempo, I expect Elon to cover the spread in this one. Prediction: Elon Phoenix to cover. As for the total, both teams have been playing at a slower pace, with Elon averaging 68.7 possessions per game and Penn at just 67.7 possessions per game. The scoring struggles from both teams, combined with their methodical play styles, suggest the under is the better bet here. Prediction: under. This matchup between Middle Tennessee and UAB features two high-scoring teams with significant defensive struggles, setting the stage for an exciting game. Middle Tennessee had a solid run in the Myrtle Beach Invitational, including a win over South Florida, but they ran out of steam against Bradley, falling 80-69. The Blue Raiders struggled shooting the ball, especially from three, where they only hit 23.1% of their attempts. They also allowed Bradley to shoot 50% from the field and 45.5% from three, which ultimately doomed them. Despite these issues, Middle Tennessee managed to outscore Bradley in paint points and committed only 6 turnovers. UAB, on the other hand, had a rough start in the Paradise Jam, but finished strong with a 98-86 win over Louisiana. Despite their offensive firepower, including 81.3 PPG and impressive shooting from the field, UAB has struggled defensively, allowing 78.6 PPG and giving up high shooting percentages, 47.1% from the field and 35.7% from three. They have a wealth of scoring options in Alejandro Vasquez, 25 points against Louisiana, and others like Yaxel Lendeborg and Christian Coleman, but their defensive inefficiency, 264th in defensive efficiency, remains a significant concern. Both teams love to push the pace, with Middle Tennessee averaging 93rd in possessions per game and UAB close behind at 117th. This could lead to a high-scoring affair, especially given their recent struggles defensively. While UAB has more offensive weapons, Middle Tennessee's ability to defend the three and their strong play in the paint should help them stay competitive. The Blue Raiders are also more solid defensively than UAB, which will help them cover the spread. Prediction: Middle Tennessee to cover. Given the high-scoring nature of both teams and their defensive issues, the best bet here is the over. Both squads have struggled to keep opponents under 80 points recently, and with their fast pace, this game has the makings of a shootout. Prediction: over. This game between Denver and Portland features two teams struggling with recent form, both coming off losses and facing shooting difficulties. Denver, after two tough losses where they allowed 83-plus points, managed to hold Utah Tech to just 68 points, but still lost 68-54. Despite limiting Tech to 43.1% shooting and 25% from three, Denver only managed to shoot 37.3% from the field and 26.7% from deep, which ultimately led to their third consecutive loss by double digits. Josh Lee, 11 points, and Sebastian Akins, 11 points off the bench, were the only bright spots for Denver, but their shooting woes are evident, and they've struggled to cover the spread recently. On the season, Denver is averaging 72 PPG, but giving up 77.5 PPG. Their scoring has been inconsistent, with key players like Nicholas Shagbonio, 12 PPG, Akins, 10.9 PPG, and DeAndre Craig, 10.5 PPG, all dealing with shooting inefficiencies, especially in recent games. Denver is 0-3 on the road this season, which adds to their struggles. Portland, similarly, has been in a slump, losing their last three games by double digits, including a 94-67 loss to Princeton. The Pilots allowed Princeton to shoot 50% from the field and 36.4% from three, while they only managed 42% shooting themselves. Vukasin Mazik was the only starter to reach double figures with 12 points, and Micah Ballou contributed 12 points off the bench. Despite their struggles, Portland has been competitive at home, where they are 1-1 this season. Mazik, 13.3 PPG, and Austin Rapp, 11.9 PPG, 6.7 RPG, have been consistent contributors, and Rapp, in particular, has been solid on the boards. Portland is averaging just 68.1 PPG on the season, but has struggled with shooting efficiency. Their defense has been porous, giving up 79.7 PPG, which is concerning against a Denver team that has shown similar issues. However, with both teams struggling to score efficiently and Portland returning home, they should be able to outperform Denver, especially considering the Pioneers' road struggles. Prediction: Portland minus 6.5. Portland, despite their struggles, should have the upper hand playing at home. Denver has had trouble shooting the ball, and the Pilots should be able to capitalize on this to win and cover the spread. Total: under 148.5. Both teams have been low-scoring in recent games, and with neither side being particularly efficient offensively, a lower-scoring game is expected. The under is the play here, as both teams are unlikely to put up a high total given their shooting struggles and defensive lapses.